Thank you very much. My name is Brad Oberwalder. I'm CEO of Sundia. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the company, but in short, really what we have here is we have an execution play. The company has been around for just under 5 years. We did $7.5 million in sales last year, up from $2.5 million the year before. We're entering into a period by the end of the year where we'll be break even. What we're really doing is we're funding growth to attack a very large and fast-growing market, particularly in the niche that we play in. Our model that we base everything on is very, very scalable. We outsource our operations around the world, and so we're able to build profitability as we continue to grow, and we have a lot more demand than we can financially handle. A company like mine has been dependent upon the financial markets, particularly the credit markets, since we began last year. That moved away from us, and so we're forced to fund this explosive growth through equity. The industry buys companies like ours. We are aggregating shelf space. The industry buys companies like ours at 2 to 4 times revenue, and we are very reasonable with our ask for valuation. A lot of hubris got knocked out of companies like mine over the past 18 months. We know where we stand. We're looking to give investors a great return. What is it that we do? We put fruit into little cups. It's very simple. That doesn't mean it's easy. This is a very difficult thing to do well. But what we do is we put fruit into little cups. The fruit cups are on your tables or out there, and they're delicious. We sell to large grocery stores, Kroger's, Albert's, and Safeway. Those types of stores we sell. We move tractor trailers worth of product to those stores, and the product moves very quickly. To give you a little bit of background about our industry, we are in the value-added produce industry. That's anything you do to an item of produce to make it more valuable. If you take an orange and you squeeze it and you make juice, that's called value-added produce. You just made orange juice. The classic example is baby carrot. Everybody here has had a baby carrot. There's no such thing. Baby carrot's this gigantic, genetically modified carrot that they drop into a baby carrot making machine. They sell a bagged head of lettuce. They chop it in half, they sell it for $3.99 next to a full head of lettuce for 99 cents. That's an industry that you want to play in. That's what we're in. It happens to be the fastest growing section of the grocery store. The grocery store loves the produce section. If you think back to where you were 15 years ago, you walked in and the produce section was in the back of the store. They wanted you to walk through the store to buy all those dry goods when you went and got the product for your stew. I don't know who's had stew recently. I haven't. What happened is the produce market, the produce area, became very difficult to make money. It is a very low margin area of the store. But then along came this value-added produce stuff. Odwalla, bagged lettuce, baby carrots. And they realized they could make 40% margins on produce. It's the best area of the store. They moved it in the front. If you walk into a grocery store right now, I guarantee you that produce is on the right or to the left. That's because that's where they want you to shop. People now shop the perimeter of the store. You'll see produce and deli and flowers. That's where these guys are making the money. That's where we want to be in. We are very small in this industry, even with our sales growth. Imagine what we could do if we could get some financing. Particularly what we do is we have different product lines. One is we have our True Fruit, our base product line, and that's fruit in a cup in 2 sizes, 8 ounce and 20 ounce. We have 6 flavors. We just launched Organic. That's a higher margin item. We're trying to push our sales up, but also focus very, very closely on margins. We want to be a high margin company. That's our Organic product, another very fast, powerful industry segment. And then because people are interested in health, and because health is a big part of this product, we do have Light launching later on this year. And that's a no sugar added product, sweetened with steady. How do we do what we do? Like I said, we outsource everything. We have production facilities in China, Thailand, Turkey, Mexico. Our phones are answered in the Philippines. Our accounting is done in India. All of our technology is based in Pakistan. Why do we do it that way? Well, we want to make sure that we're very, very scalable, and we want to make sure that we're not spending any money on anything that is not core to what we do. We own the plant in Thailand. That's very important. It enables us to produce organic. We're the only organic cut fruit company in the world that can produce mass market cut fruit in these little cups as an organic product. But what I'm most proud of is our team. Our management team has held positions not only at companies where they've learned how to do what we do and learn how to do it very well, they've come out of the very companies that have grown this industry, out of Odwalla, out of Del Monte, the companies that are driving the value-added produce section. My board is very active. We have people who have been the chief marketing officer at Burger King or the president of Behringer, the former CEO of Sunkist. People that I rely on not only for mentorship, but also for advice. We run a very, very tight ship. We take this very seriously. Our sales have been growing very quickly. We have a lot more demand. We signed 2 weeks ago a $3 million account. I mean, those are the types of things that we're able to do now. Last year, we weren't able to sign an account like that, even as we were growing from 2.5 to 7.5. We were doing it store by store almost. Now we're starting to sign much bigger accounts. We have huge accounts that are looking at us right now. We need to finance this. The most boring slide you'll see in a presentation by an entrepreneur, right? Wow. But what is this? Those are our expenses. As we've been growing, as we've been producing this explosive growth, we have not expanded our expenses. We haven't added people. We built this company to be a $25, $30 million company. We're not adding expenses as we're growing. Why would you invest, and what are we looking at accomplishing for the investors? Well, this company, companies like ours, consumer product companies that are branded, that aggregate shelf space. If you walk into an Albertsons in Colorado, you see 12 linear feet of Sundia. That is a staggering number. Companies like Coca-Cola that own Odwalla, companies like Del Monte, companies like Chiquita do not like seeing companies like mine get 12 linear feet in the fastest growing, highest profitable section of their grocery store. And that's the way they look at it, and they buy us. And that's okay. And if they don't, you're stuck with a very profitable company that's growing very, very quickly, and it's a real platform. But we do expect that companies that like what we're doing, that know how hard it is to get into our product line and how difficult what we make is, we do expect to start to collect offers. We are out there with a Series C right now. It is at a very attractive valuation given our sales and our growth and what people are looking at buying companies like ours for. It also contains a 1.5x liquidity preference. We have current investors that are willing to invest side by side with anybody who comes in. Our board and our investors are knowledgeable and have done a tremendous amount of due diligence and are very, very active. And so really, in conclusion, I guess I just want to review. This is an execution play. We've done a lot of the hard work. We know how to make our product. We've moved 20 million little fruit cups. We've learned how hard it is, and we've accomplished it. We've got a great team. We're able to execute. We've built a very scalable model that requires financing to attack the growth that we have being offered to us. We are turning down business. The largest players get 2 to 4 times their revenue to be when they acquire shelf space like us. We are building a name for ourselves. We are very well respected by both the people that sell our product and the consumers based on quality, price, convenience, and safety. If we continue as we have, investors that are investing now, depending on how long they want to stay invested, are looking at 4 to 8 times their money back in 18 to 24 months. We are a bit of a later stage company, so we understand that if we're at 7 million now and we grow to 35 and sell at that point for 120, yes, that's a 10x return. So we'll look and see if that's, if that's the attractive place for people to be. On the downside, as I mentioned, you're stuck with a very profitable company that is a platform company that can grow into other markets. We'd like to stay in our vertical. Value-added produce is extraordinarily attractive. We'd like to stay there, but we do think that we have a very long-term vision if need be. Thank you very much. We'll be in the back left corner there.